Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down.
WFKN, your home for Franklin Simpson Wildcats basketball. My name is Cody Schuler, and I am excited to join you for this 2025 basketball season. Now, you may recognize my voice from football, baseball, or softball, and the few times I've covered basketball with you in seasons past, but I'm here for the long haul this season and to be with you on the call all season long. I would like to send my heartfelt thanks to our producer back in studio, Ms. Kendra Holt, for covering our switchboard again and being there for all of us. Kendra, I'm happy to have you back. Without Kendra, this show simply can't go on. Now, moving on. We are 92.3 WFKN, your home for today's best country music, and Will Cody in the Morning Show, bringing you all the local news from Franklin and Simpson County. Feel free to also join us on our 923 WFKN app or head on over to 923WFKN.com if you want to listen from one of your devices. For tonight, I'm at the home of the 4th Region champion Bowling Green Purples, what is just a beautiful gym and facility here, as we're getting set to see your Franklin Simpson Wildcats take on the Purples in a back-to-back nights game where our Wildcats played last night against the Allen County Scottsville Patriots in their home opener, coming away with a closely contested 57-53 win over the Patriots to get the year started out right in the win column, 1-0, certainly with their ability to continue that here tonight against a new-look Bowling Green Purples team, whom we will dive into momentarily. If you are joining us and don't know much about this Wildcats team, then you should know that this is a team of high aspirations this season. I know that head coach Dee Spencer has had them in the weight room and performing calisthenics drills to improve athleticism all off-season long. So, I don't know if they have any mottos or how high their aspirations are, but considering what they did a year ago and what they lost in terms of graduating players, I, for one, certainly hope that their eyes are looking into the clouds with hopes of winning some regional games at E.A. Diddle Arena, the home of the greatest university on the planet, your Western Kentucky University Hilltoppers. Happy birthday, Big Red, by the way. Our boys from Franklin Simpson have several experienced returning players, most notably in senior leaders Ja'Kai Partinger and Cole Scherer. A season ago, Partinger averaged a team-leading 13.1 points per game to go along with his 4 rebounds, and Scherer averaged 8.2 points per game to go along with his 3.8 rebounds per game. Now, Partinger shot 38% from the field on combined 2- and 3-point attempts, but also shot right at double about the amount of shots to the next highest amount of field goals taken in Scherer. So that is to be somewhat expected when you are put in the position to take those shots on a consistent basis as a team's leading scorer. Now, this team has had several questions about what to expect on a nightly basis, but the one thing we won't question is who will lead this team, because it starts with those two players in Partinger and Scherer. But beyond Partinger and Scherer, we will certainly be looking to Jameer Brooks to provide a spark. The junior averaged an even 4 points per game a year ago on 38% field goals along with 3 rebounds. And then you got to look at the kicker for the football team, Brody McAllister. Don't call him Kevin, Home Alone reference for you in your holiday season here. Brody averaged 6.6 per game on his sophomore year, just shy of 49% field goals with 45.5% from 3, only shooting 11 total on the year. Maybe we'll look to see him launch a few more up from beyond the arc. And he also averaged 4 rebounds per game as well. Now the home run hitting running back for the Wildcats football team, Xavier Hampton, will look to expand upon his sophomore campaign of 2.6 points per game and get on the board more often as well coming into his junior year and show off all that athleticism that he showcases out on the football field. Head coach Dee Spencer usually runs a 5-out motion style offense that can get teams out of their comfort zone defensively and just create chaos. And what I mean by chaos is that these teams are going to get lost from time to time on defense with a 5-out motion style offense. is in play. They tend to run a lot of back cuts, a lot of flare screens, a lot of just basic pick and roll type offense, and then be able to penetrate and dish whenever it comes to that kind of thing. So a 5-out motion style offense. You could look back to a Golden State Warriors team whenever they were creating their dynasty during the Steph Curry, Klay Thompson days. But instead of doing quite as much outside shooting, your Wildcats prefer to get to the basket, and with the likes of Ja'Kai Partinger and Cole Scherer. We graduated a few players from a year ago, most notably Cam Ray and Alan Johnson. Cam Ray was this team's floor general, where he looked to be able to command the offense as much as possible. He was the coach out on the floor. But now, without the presence of Cam Ray on the floor, we'll look to see who is going to be a primary ball handler for your Franklin Simpson Wildcats. Now we're going to see if our Wildcats can expand upon what was certainly a step in the right direction for this younger crew a year ago after winning the district tournament and ultimately falling in the first round of the regional tournament, as your Wildcats exit the court with about 7.5 left on the clock. We're going to take ourselves a quick break as well, and we're going to take about a 3-minute break, and we'll be back to you right after these messages live on 92.3 WFKN.
We keep things moving, from the work trucks to the family vans. We all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe. side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
And they came away with a win, so they are coming into this one at Bowling Green High School, leading up 1-0 in their schedule. Apologies, I got a little tongue-tied there. But you know what? I'm so excited to be back with you guys. We got about 3.5 minutes before tip-off, and I want to dive into a couple of things before we tip this one off. So I'm going to talk kind of quickly here. Looking into the locker room for this Bowling Green Purples team, it is going to be a completely new-look team. The Bowling Green Purples, while going to the state championship game a year ago, winning the 4th region, obviously, and in that quest, they graduated 6 players from a season ago and lost 98% of their scoring amongst players who played in at least 11 games from a season ago. 98% gone out the door from their scoring. Their top 6 scorers from a season ago graduated, and their next highest scoring player on the team averaged 1.6 points per game. 1.6. And the now junior Orlando Davis. Now their seniors for this season average 1 point per game from the Purples. That was Kirkwood, who averaged 1 point per game, and Muhire 1.7 points per game. So I say all that to say this: we don't know what we're going to get from the Purples for the first time in a long time. An absolute powerhouse of a team could, who knows if they will, be right back in the top teams of the region, or they could possibly be really down. Now, I don't think I could ever count out Bowling Green until it's just, far too deep into the season, just because of their history of being a talented team, because Bowling Green has always got talent throughout their hallways of their school. But we will certainly see what we are in store for here tonight. And now moving on from that, I did want to take just a moment as well to thank you to everyone who joined our football broadcast this season. My first time covering football here with Franklin Simpson High School, myself and Brian Talley. It was such I count it as an honor. I had so much fun covering our football Wildcats. And the Wildcats were just phenomenal as far as being out on the field, and it just created so many fun moments for us as broadcasters and announcers. And I do apologize for not being able to be there for the last game of the season at Paducah Tillman. My dad had very successful neck surgery. So I was with my family. I know that we got several messages. I'm not going to talk too much about that, but we got several messages about how much you guys miss myself and Brian. And I just want you to know that meant the world to me, that you guys would reach out and several of you sent your prayers our way. And it means a lot that you would do that much and think of us. I know that I don't know many of you, but just to know that you guys are thinking of us in your thoughts and prayers, we genuinely appreciate it. Because, somebody reached heaven because he's doing well. So thank you so much for that. If you ever see me out and about, come say hi. Just, talk. We'll talk sports for a minute or something, But yeah, I'm moving on from that. I'm excited to move forward. We got about 10 seconds on the clock here. Shout out to Franklin Simpson Channel 9 as well, covering this game, as they always do a phenomenal job, headed up by Mr. Aaron Talley, one of the hardest working men in the building at all times, no matter where he's at. They're getting ready to get started with the starting lineups here in this tremendous, beautiful facility for Bowling Green High School. I'm told that they do get some additional funds from the Mid-South Conference, where they host some things here. So this facility is just great. Over on the home side, they've got stadium seating, which is just so cool. I mean, I find that to be tremendous that they would do something like that. As we're getting your Franklin Simpson starters at the moment. And your starters for Franklin Simpson is going to be 0, Jameer Brooks, the junior, and then number 11, Caden Brewer, also a junior, by the senior and leading scorer from this team a season ago, the senior Ja'Kai Partinger, followed up by number 23, the kicker, in junior Brody McAllister, and then number 24, Cole Scherer, a fellow senior. Now, we're going to see some different players for the Bowling Green Purples. We've got number 3, we've got number 5, we've got number 10. None of these kids listed on their actual roster. So we're going to do our best we can as far as who these young men are out here. So bear with us in terms of coverage for their team. They lost, in particular, I want to call out one kid from their team that made it a year ago. He's at Transylvania University now in downtown Lexington. Tremendous school, but they got themselves a shooter. That kid shot 58% from deep in Luke Eidlet for the Bowling Green Purples. So, you know, your Wildcats, they could come in here and for sure walk away with a win. As everybody's, of course, you know, these young men got to get their jerseys tucked in. You know, they're not used to getting that part yet. Here's the opening tip, and it's going to go to Bowling Green. Going to walk it up over, pitch it across half court now, as he's working on the right wing down in the shallow corner. Now back out up top to Muhar, number 10, down to the right-hand corner, poked away almost by Partinger. Partinger's long, lengthy defender. Back out around half court now and tries to run off a screen down the right side. And here comes the runner off the glass, rims out. Scherer comes away with his first rebound of the game and drops it off to Partinger, working up the left side now. Between the legs dribble. He's looking for the team to be getting into the motion. Now he's going to work his way around to the foul line, and he's going to put up a shot, and it's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by the Purples. Now working up the left side, down into the short corner. Nice little jab step and gets to the basket, does 12 for the Purples, but misses it. Now, looks like Partinger is going to work a lot of the point for us this season while also being one of the tallest players on the Wildcats team. Now, drops it off to Scherer. Now he picks up his dribble, drops it down low to McAllister. McAllister throws one up and off the mark pretty well. McAllister looking to expand upon his 6.6 season performance from a season ago. There's the short jumper there. Oh, and nearly poked away by the Purples as the Wildcats try to work it up the floor. Between the legs dribble there by Partinger. Drops off to Brooks. Brooks loses the dribble, picks it up, now back to Partinger. Not a lot of ball movement so far from either team. Now poked away by Scherer, and here comes a runner. Oh, and he sprites it. He throws it against the rim, going for the dunk. That is what we in the business call a sprite. Now here comes Partinger, and he throws up a runner. It's going to be off the mark. Still scoreless here and 2 minutes into this game. And now here come the Purples. And there's an early whistle. I don't know what the call is there. It looks like it's going to be an offensive foul there on number 12. For the Purples. Going to be out of bounds. Baseline. Now here comes the Purples with the press. And they throw it into Brooks in the middle. And then right back to the baseline towards McAllister. Now back to Partinger. Partinger finally gets it across to Scherer. Scherer has it knocked away from his hands for the second time in a row. And here comes the Purples again. And the left-handed lay-in is good. Now here comes McAllister. He's going to throw it into Scherer in the middle. That's how you got to work out a zone. Now here comes Brooks, and he's going to another offensive foul as, I guess, Muhar had position. That's going to be the first foul against the Wildcats. So a 2-0 ball game with 5:36 to play here in the first quarter. One foul on each team and nobody shooting the ball well at this point. Now dribbling it up the court slowly. Partinger's going to pick him up at half court. Screen to the right. They're going to switch on D. Wildcats staying in the man-to-man offense so far to this point. Nope, I believe that's a man-to-man offense. Might have been a 3-up, 2-down zone, but 3 is off the mark, and Partinger gets his pocket picked. and fighting for the ball down on the floor, and the Purples come away with it again. Down into the corner, here's a 3-ball, and it is in 5-0, just like that. Into the death corner, and some arid passes so far by the Wildcats. Need to get a little stronger in possessing the basketball to this point. Brooks now on the right wing, trying to catch a screen from McAllister. McAllister rolls, and he puts it up and in. Wildcats are finally on the board, nearly 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. 5-2, Purples lead. Down into the corner, now back round up top. Here's a deep three off the left side. I think that one got tipped and partially blocked. Partinger gets the rebound, and he comes away with it, looking to push. He is stopped out around the three-point line. Bowling Green's done a tremendous job of stopping his drives to the basket. Now Scher's looking for some room, and he's getting bodied. Picks up his dribble, back over to Partinger. Around the right wing, he picks up his dribble. And here come the Wildcats. Scher out of the corner, short. Rebound to McAllister. McAllister picks it up and puts it back in. Nice work on the offensive glass there by Brody McAllister to come away from that one. There's another three for the Purples off the right wing by Anderson. Now working against that zone yet again, gets it across half court. And Scher being a little bit timid with it, and he runs it into the short corner and pulls up a jumper. And just like that, it's 8-6. The Wildcats have found their stroke. Down into the corner, looking to drop baseline, cut off by Scher. There's the McAllister, and dribbles in and finds a Purple underneath the basket. Davis gets 2 on the board. A little bit too timid right now against this zone. I'm looking for one of the Wildcats to try to press it a little bit and make their way towards the basket. Jameer Brooks looking to drive it all the way to the rim. Off the mark on that one. Wildcats need to get back a little better on defense. Corner three for the Purples, off the back iron. Rebounded by Scher. Scher sends it to McAllister. McAllister to Partinger. Now he's going to push it up the floor into the middle of the lane and off the backboard and into the basket. 8-10. 2.5 to go here in the first. Foul called on Scher. That's a little bit of a, looked like a bit of a phantom call to me. Here comes some substitutions now for the Wildcats. For the Wildcats, here comes sophomore Michael Denning. And that's going to be number 15. I don't have a number for him. Nope. Looks like Kason Himshoot, though. I believe that is Himshoot. Himshoot didn't get a ton of playing time from a season ago. Tries to step in for the charge, and it's called a blocking foul. He was set up a little bit too far deep in underneath the basket. Oh, no, they do call that a charge. I'm off the mark there on my call. I thought he was way underneath the basket, and they were going to count that as an and one. Denning to Himshoot. Himshoot with that phenomenal interception to end the basketball game. Denning loses the dribble, poked away. He slipped on the court there. It looks like there was a slick spot. Again, apologies for not knowing the Purples roster the way that I should. Their roster online is not set up very well. Partinger, runner into the middle of the lane, gets back up and tips up it in to tie the game at 10 apiece. Under 2 minutes to play now in the first. 2 fouls on each team. Purples walking up across half court. Brooks and Scher getting set to check back in. Running off the screen. Into the lane, kicks it out, corner three. Corner three is off the mark. They come away with an offensive rebound, though. Trying to trap there in the corner is Denning, and Denning gets called for a shove. His first foul. Here comes Brooks and Scher into the game for Himshoot and McAllister. No, pardon me. Himshoot's still in there. As I was saying, Himshoot was phenomenal part of that football win against John Hardin. Sealed the game with an interception in the red zone. Keep them off the board. Prevent overtime or a possible win. Going to be a side out for the Purples now. And get it in. Denning guarding. Screen left. Moving screen. Offensive foul there. Number 13 for Bowling Green. Partinger works it up across half court. Waiting on the motion. Across to Brooks, and Brooks finds Scherer underneath the basket and puts it up, and the Wildcats have their first lead of the game at 12-10. Traveling call against the Purples, and look at this momentum moving in the way of the Wildcats. This Wildcat team, Spartinger sends it into Brooks. Picking up full court man-to-man now is the Purples. Less than a minute to play here in the first. Brooks looking for somebody to pass it to and gets it to Partinger. Partinger pulls up a deep three, and it's good. His first three-point attempt of the game is a good one. Wildcats lead at 15-10 with just over 30 seconds to play. A corner three there for the Purples. Short, rebounded by the Purples, steps into the lane, puts it up and off the mark, but a foul called on the Wildcats. That's going to be Denning's second foul. Team's fourth for the Wildcats. Orlando Davis steps to the line. Off the front of the iron. Here comes McAllister. And Breward into the game for the Wildcats. .29 seconds to play with your Wildcats on top right now here at the home of the Purples, 15-10. The second free throw attempt is good. Henderson in for the Purples. Now Partinger working across half court. I'm sure they're trying to hold for the final shot of the first quarter. Take a lead into the second. About 10 seconds to play. Looking for a screen. Scherer comes up. Little two-man game here. 6 seconds. 5, 4. Trying to trap, and he throws it away. Scherer dives for it, but rolls across the baseline with .9 seconds to play. And I doubt they will try to, well, they are going to look deep, but it's going to be awfully hard to get a shot off here. Yep, tipped it. That's the end of the first quarter. The Wildcats are going to go into the second with a lead against the Bowling Green Purples at the home of the Purples, leading at 15-10, highlighted by Ja'Kai Partinger getting on the board early and often. So Wildcats got a little bit of work to do against this press, and we're going to take ourselves a 1-minute break, and we'll be right back with you right after this on 92.3 WFKN.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin Simpson High School's Wildcat basketball at the home of the Bowling Green Purples. And we're at the tip-off of the second quarter here. Getting started underway. Wide open three at the top of the key for the Purples. Off the back iron, rebounded again by the Purples. Into the lane, I believe, was Muhire. He gets all the way to the basket and gets his shot blocked. And there's a bit of a back tap by Partinger. And the Purples. Muhire gets one to go for the and one to bring it to a 2-point game. 7.5 to play here in the second. The Wildcats on top with Muhire coming to the line, leading 15-13. And that gets three the old-fashioned way. Wildcats still on top by a point. Brooks hands it over to Partinger. Partinger's going to look to work it across half court with the full court press on by the Purples right now. Back to the basket, turns and sends it over to Brooks. Brooks looking for his team's motion. Partinger with a set shot, gets it to go. Pardon me, that's Scherer. Gets it to go. Back to a 3-point lead. Muhire works it across midcourt, and there is a shot attempt getting into the lane by the Purples. He is fouled awfully hard. That's Cole Scherer's first foul. And Johnson comes to the line. Shooting 2 for the Purples. Gets that one to go. Rolls around. Now here comes J.C. Roby into the game for the Wildcats. Roby, a junior. Second one goes for Johnson as well. Still a 1-point game. McAllister gets it into Brooks. Brooks lets everybody get by him and pushes it across midcourt quickly. Sends it down low to Roby. Roby is up and in for his first basket. Back to a 3-point lead. Down into the corner, drives baseline to the Purples up top. And there's an offensive foul. Wildcats fired up. That's Henderson's first foul here in the second quarter. Into Brooks. Trying to wave everybody off as the Purples are still running that full court offense or defense. Oh, and he gets it poked away as he tries to drive middle. Bowling Green's got numbers. They send it out. 3 off the left side. Oh, in and out. It's about as deep in and out as you can get without actually getting that one. And that was a carry there by Partinger. I saw it as well. Tried the in and out dribble, but it came up just a bit too high in the hands of Partinger. He might have gotten away with that in Rucker Park or Staples Arena, but not here at Bowling Green High School. Bowling Green with the side out, looking to set up their offense. Working off the screen, picks up the dribble over on the left wing now. Back up to the top of the key, around to the right side. Tries to dribble in, penetrates, sends it into the left corner. Trying to penetrate again into the middle. A long 2 off the back of the rim. Rebounded there by Roby. Partinger up the left side to Brooks. Brooks going to look to press now. Sends one up and in, gets the runner to go. Wildcats lead it 21-16 with 5.5 to play here before halftime. Pushing up the left side just a little bit. And here's a deep 3. It is off the mark. I'm certain that's not what the Purples head coach is looking for. And there's a foul pretty far back there on Partinger as he's trying to get that one to go. Get around the defender. Timeout Purples. 5:19 to play. Wildcats lead at 21-16 before halftime here in the second quarter. 30-second timeout by the Purples. So what we're looking at here is a very, very different Purples team from what we have been accustomed to. Now, whenever they kicked off the season last year, at Franklin Simpson High School, we saw a complete dismantling of the Wildcats, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know any nicer way to put it. It was a 34-point win for the Purples, but the Purples were a state championship-bound team. The Purples were everything that you could hope for in a high school team. They had shooting, they had athleticism, they had height, they had it all, quite frankly. And so now it's a lot of unknowns. Oh, and they try the oop pass there. McAllister to Partinger, but does not go. A nice move by the Purples. Muhar trying to get deep, and there's Partinger. Partinger gets his shot blocked, back tap from behind, and he's looking for a foul, as well as the Franklin Simpson fan base. Might have been more on the arm than it was anywhere near the ball, as Bowling Green's going to work it around and set up their offense now. That's one that Partinger hesitated just a hair, because I'm sure he probably thought about trying to throw it down, but then felt the presence of the Bowling Green. And McAllister picks one off over to Partinger. Partinger looking to throw it deep, but Bowling Green gets back on defense awfully quickly, and he gets his shot blocked, and Bowling Green's running back the other way. Now dumps it off, and it's picked off by Roby. Now here's Partinger. Partinger is going to easily get a nice little snowbird-style lay-in as he was picking himself up off the floor. Now we're looking at 23-16. Wildcats had basically 3 runouts there and finally get one to go. Round to the left side there by the Purples. Purples doing a lot of outside shooting. Drives it into the lane there. Foul line jump shot is good. For number 12 of the Purples. I believe that was Kirkwood. Pardon me, that's 15, Kirkwood. Short baseline jumper out for McAllister, but rebounded by Breward and put back up and in. Purple's looking to press. Short corner to Muhar. Picks up his dribble, looking to throw it back out at top. Number 1 for the Purples. Trying to set up the offense yet again. Partinger reaches, gets driven past. A wild shot there. Oh, tried to be fighting for the rebound was Roby.
Wildcat foul number 30, Roby, his first, team foul.
That's going to be Roby's first foul. Anthony Davis going to be to the line to shoot 2 on the putback attempt. In and out on the free throw attempt. Wildcats leading at 25-18 with 3:16 to go here in the second period. Your Wildcats in the full blue uniforms that we're accustomed to, with the gray numerals and accents, and Bowling Green in the all-white uniforms with the purple and gold accents. Second foul shot rolls out as well. Now Partinger is going to push it up the left side. Picked up there by number 14 for the Purples. A lot of dribbling. A spinning jump shot. That is not what you're looking for if you were a Wildcat coach. There's a lot of dribbling there, and then that was a tough shot. There was no offensive scheme really set up there. Now Partinger's going to look to drive and sends up the runner, and it's good. Wildcats lead at 27-18. Purple's looking to get something going on the offensive end, have not been able to do so. Poked away, sent to Brooks. Brooks sends it into McAllister. McAllister gets the layup to go. Sent back in by the Purples. Now across half court. Believe we're going to have a foul call on 0, Jameer Brooks. Now, your first quarters are presented by Clark CPA. The first quarter of tonight's game was brought to you by Clark CPA and Advisor Group. The former Franklin Simpson Wildcat Tanner Clark and his team bring you the best in accounting and tax services, as well as payroll and bookkeeping. Tanner invites you to pay him a visit at 927 Brookhaven Road, pretty close to the emergency room hospital area of Franklin Simpson, as Bowling Green Purples get the runner to go. Number 5. It's a 29-20 game with 2 minutes to play here. But give Tanner Clark a call for all your CPA and tax purposes at 270-586-9899. Find out more at clarkcpagroup.net. As the Purples poke another one away, and they're running back towards their basket. The runner goes to make it a 7-point game for Orlando Davis. Now there's a foul. They've been kind of hounding our players out around the perimeter all evening long. I didn't catch who that foul was on. Couldn't hear the announcer too clear that time around. But McAllister looking to throw one deep into number 34 for the Wildcats. He gets a shot blocked. Back tapped out of bounds by the Wildcats. Now here comes Kason Hemshoot into the game, the linebacker. He comes in for number 34, fellow football player, Donovan Dudley. Now Brewer steps out. Free throw line jumper rolls in and out for Davis. Into the game for the first time this evening is freshman Easton Lewis for the Wildcats. Davis at the line, shooting 2, 1:16 to play here in the second quarter. Wildcats lead it off the front iron, does the first one go, 29-22. And Brewer right back into the game for Jameer Brooks. This would be a much tighter game. The second one rolls out as well. This would be a much tighter game if the Purples had been connecting on their free throws. Partinger gets past his defender, brings it up court off the left wing. He likes the left side of the court as far as driving terms goes, so that way he can get to his right hand and drive into the lane. Misses the runner, rebounded by McAllister. McAllister's putback attempt is fouled. He's going to make his way to the line. Johnson's first foul. 55.9 to play. Here's the kicker. Let's see if he gets the chip shot to go in. Rolls in off the front iron. Now here comes Denning into the game for Partinger. Partinger's first trip to the bench this evening, trying to get a breather with a little bit of a lead here before halftime. 31-22, 9-point Wildcats lead. Oh, and the pass goes off of the would-be driving Purple. And here comes Partinger and Scherer right back into the ballgame. I think he was going to try to give him some extra rest, but now here comes a opportunity to expand upon this 9-point lead with the ball handed right back to them. McAllister the inbound into Partinger. Now Brewer is going to take off down the court. Partinger's going to just put him on his hip and work his way up the floor. Off the left side of McAllister. McAllister back to Partinger. Partinger looking for Scherer underneath the basket, but he gets McAllister instead. Here's a deep three by Hemshoot. It's good! 34-22, Wildcats lead it with 22 seconds to play here before halftime. Over to left wing, deep three by the Purples. It is off the back iron, and there's going to be an offensive foul called there on number 12 for the Bowling Green Purples. Muhire, his second. It's the 5th team foul, and Cole Scherer is going to walk down to the other end of the court. He's going to get 2 foul shots now. 11 seconds to play, 12-point lead. What a huge thing that this is. He gets to roll in. Now Partinger's going to go back to the bench, and here comes Denning into the ball game. Thank you, Mr. Talley, for sending me that text. I don't think that head coach Dee Spencer has ever beaten Bowling Green in Franklin. 0-16. So if they can win, it would be a first for head coach Dee Spencer as Scherer gets both of them to fall, and we're looking at a 14-point Wildcat lead with 10 seconds to play. A zone defense now looks like a 1-3-1, and they're going to drive it up. Gets the, called a blocking foul. Himshoot was, I tell you what, that setup to take the charge was a much better attempt than his first one that was actually called for an offensive foul. Blocking foul called on Himshoot.
Hudson Aikens on the line, shooting 2.
Gets the first one to go, splashed it. Now here comes Partinger and Scherer back into the game, as well as number 33.
Number 12, Partinger, number 24, Scherer, number 33.
I don't have a number 33 for Franklin Simpson. I apologize. But you know what? Kason Himshoot was listed as number 33, and he's number 15. So we're trying to get some numbers and things like that correct here. Deep pass, 1.8 seconds to go. Picked off by Bowling Green. They pick it up, and they baseball pass it down to the other end of the floor. Misses everything. So looky here. What do we see at halftime for your Franklin Simpson Wildcats team? None other than a 12-point lead heading into halftime. Now, I think that's got to probably be a little bit surprising feeling for several people. But you know what? This is a new age for Bowling Green Purples High School, losing 98% of their scoring from a season ago, with all 6 of their top players being out the door and on their way to college. Most notably, Luke Idlet, their leading scorer from a season ago. He was a tremendous player, and Joseph Hurt, Braylon Banks, Jace Wardlow, who I feel like had 100 points against Franklin Simpson a season ago, Caden Carpenter, and one of my just favorite young men to watch play football in Deuce Bailey, quarterback of the Missouri State. What are they, the Bears? They're the Bears? Yeah, they're the Bears. Missouri State Bears, with a ton of Western Kentucky University alumni and just former staff members over there at Missouri State. So even though they join us in Conference USA, you know what? I don't mind if they do well, except whenever they're taking on the Hilltoppers, of course. So we've got about 9 minutes here on the halftime clock, and your Wildcats do have a 36-24 lead at this moment. We'll talk a little bit more about it, but we're going to take us a good long 4-minute break, and we'll be right back to you after these messages. My name's Cody Schuler. Thank you for joining us so far on the opening night of Franklin Simpson High School's Wildcat basketball taking place at Bowling Green High School. We'll be right back after a 4-minute break on 92.3.
Shotgun snap, he's blitzed, throws a jump ball into the end zone, Groves, he caught it, singular touchdown! The handoff to Anderson, they want the out route, it's a double move, it's sold well, Groves catches it 15, 10, 5, touchdown, fake the out, went down.
It's halftime on Franklin Simpson Channel 9. Halftime is sponsored by Grease Monkey of Franklin, as well as Franklin EPB Fiber.
In Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust them.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Second half of this basketball game kicks off, and guess what? Your Wildcats are really taking the Purples to the woodshed right now. It is a 36-24 Wildcats lead. Ja'Kai Partinger leading all scorers for the Wildcats with 11 points. Brody McAllister's got 8, and Cole Scher has got 8. I tell you what, Bowling Green came out, and I think that they thought that they were going to really try to speed up the Wildcats and press us, which they did for the entirety of the first half. But this has been, a pretty well-run clinic after that first 3 minutes of the first quarter by this Wildcats team. It did take them, like I said, that first 3 minutes or so to kind of get settled, to get their feet wet, get their bearings, get used to these goals here at Bowling Green High. Not that there's anything weird about them or anything like that. Under 3 minutes, the alarm, my goodness, the horn sounds, probably just as a reminder to the Purples team, hey, you're under 3 minutes, but you better get out here and get warmed up, as the Wildcats have been out here getting shots up. But the Wildcats, after that first 3 minutes where they went scoreless to start this ball game in the first quarter, have played tremendously well, and they've shot the ball tremendously well as a team. We've seen Ja'Kai Partinger get some shots up. We weren't handling the press very well. We were playing a little bit too timid. But once we got over those early jitters, I believe that this team has made all the right strides as the Purples make their way back out here onto the floor. So I'm going to take about one more 1 minute break, and we'll come back with a tip-off for this one right here live on 92.3 WFKN.
Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN. Franklin Simpson High School's Wildcat basketball. We got about 30 seconds on the clock before we start the third quarter here at the home of the Purples, Bowling Green High School. Your Wildcats are on top right now, 36-24. Hey, my name's Cody Schuler. I'm excited to join you here on what is a cold December 2nd on a Tuesday night. I tell you what, I hope you are bundled up. If you got to spend any time outside at all, it is a cold one out there. But I tell you what, it's been some hot shooting here inside of the Bowling Green Purples gym for your Wildcats. They are on top right now, 36-24, and looking good. Looking every bit the district champions that they were a season ago. We're going to have a side out to start this one for Bowling Green. Your first quarter for tonight's game was brought to you by Clark CPA and Advisor Group. The former Franklin Simpson Wildcat, Tanner Clark, and his team bring you the best in accounting and tax services, as well as payroll and bookkeeping. Tanner invites you to pay him a visit at 927 Brookhaven Road in Franklin, or to call 270-586-9899. Find out more at clarkcpagroup.net, as well as our season presenting sponsor, Pelican Snowballs of Franklin. You know what, Pelicans? I could really go for one of those orange and coconut flavored ices right now as Muhire dribbles in and throws up a contested layup, but gets it to go. Muhire looking like he is probably the best talent for this Bowling Green Purple, as Partinger pushes it up the left side, gets double but dribbles out of it. Now looking for his offense to get rolling. Off to McAllister. McAllister on the left wing, looking to drive in and gets it ripped. Now Scherer is going to try and run one down, but there is number 15, Kirkwood, and the Wildcats throw it away again. So Partinger tries to throw it over to Hemshoot, and Hemshoot can't get up enough to get it. We're down to an 8-point ball game just like that, less than a minute here into the third quarter. The Purples have turned up the intensity here to kick off the third. Over to the left wing. There's Henderson. Henderson's got it, driving in. Dumps it off deep to Muhire. Muhire was so wide open underneath the basket, he didn't know what to do, and he tricks the layup. So here comes McAllister. McAllister's pushing it up the floor just a little bit. Tries to dump it off down deep to Hemshoot and misses on the pass. There's Henderson. Henderson tosses it ahead to Davis. Davis hits a contested layup against Partinger, and we got a 6-point ball game with 6.5 to play here in the third. The Purples had, completely lost momentum, and he sends it up to Scherer, does Partinger, and Scherer, gets fouled on the layup attempt. I mean, he could have caught him way ahead of that. Foul was on Johnson. Johnson's second. Scherer's at the line, shooting 2, 6:22 to play, 6-point lead now for the Wildcats. Scherer sets, shoots, it's good. 37-30 after the first Wildcat make for the senior. 9th point of the game, and there's 10 as he gets the second one to go. Back up to an 8-point lead. Cross court to Davis. Back up top as the Purples look to get their kind of what is known as a flex offense going. Sends it down into the corner. Anderson looking to drive baseline, and he is fouled by Brewer on the drive attempt. It's Brewer's first. Box set out of bounds play underneath the basket. They move it around, try to catch one around to Kirkwood. Kirkwood sends it over. And there is Johnson. He is fouled on the drive attempt. Foul's going to be on Brewer. His second. Back-to-back fouls there on Brewer. Johnson at the line now for the Purples, shooting 2, trying to cut this down to 6. Purples have not shot the ball well from the free throw line. That is another miss.
In for Bowling Green, number 1, Davis.
Davis back into the game. Number 1, Davis. Gets the second one to go, does Johnson. Lead cut to 7. Kaysen Hemshoot set up down deep in the court. And he is fouled on the shot, cannot get it to go. He just ran down the court and was set up deep. The long pass, and he gets all the way to the basket. Now number 5, Davis, fouls Hemshoot. Hemshoot with a nice looking stroke there on the 3 attempt. And now he steps to the line and gets the first one to go and splashes it through. 5:55 on the clock here in the third. Lead goes to 8. Second one's up. Off the front iron. In too early is Brewer. Waved off for lane violation. 39-31 here in the third. Let's see what the Purples have in store now as they bring it down. And gets the runner to go. Does Kirkwood. Lead back down to 6. Partinger brings it across midcourt. Backing down his player. And nice looking pass as he faked the shot attempt. McAllister puts it up and in. Back up to an 8-point lead and timeout by the Wildcats with 5.5 to play here in the third. Well, you got to give the Purples the credit. They have certainly stopped throwing the ball around the horn so much. It almost felt like their offensive motion was on pause a large part for that first half. They were just a lot of maneuvering around, and you'll get that with a young team sometimes. They're trying to figure out who's who on this squad and who's going to make a play, who's going to be the one that's going to be the aggressor on the offensive end and try to make those plays. So credit to them for coming out after halftime, making some halftime adjustments. I would imagine that Cheryl, the head coach of the Purples, has really went in there and gave those young men an earful about getting to the basket. Stop settling for jumpers, long twos, as they were so often through that first half. And they come out and they cut this 14-point or 12-point lead down to 6 really quickly, and it's currently sitting at 8, and they've got the ball back after this timeout with 5:29 to play in the third. Nice looking pass as Partinger worked it all the way down to the elbow of the foul line, extended there, and was going to put up the turnaround jumper, but saw McAllister breaking baseline, and he got a nice and easy lay-in. So far baseline out for the Purples. They're going to be working left to right on your radio dials on their offensive end. And here comes Kirkwood bringing it across half court, and there sends it off to number 5, Davis, and he tries to get past Hemshoot, can't do it. Back to Kirkwood, crossover on Brewer, spinning jumper, and it's going to be off the back iron, and McAllister fights for the rebound. He's got it, elbows extended. Now he's going to bring it up the court all by himself. Gets past Johnson, looking to get all the way to the basket. Sends it to Brewer. Nice looking bounce pass. Brewer gets an easy lay-in. 43-33, 10-point lead with now under 5 to play. Now here comes Kirkwood again. Waiting for his team to get in their offensive motion. Henderson, deep right corner. Back out to Johnson. Back around the corner now to Davis. Davis back out to other Davis. Davis from the elbow, brings it in, rebounded there by Hemshoot. You're not going to get that one away from him. Strong young man. Back up the right side now to McAllister. McAllister sends it into the right corner to Scherer. Scherer looking to do a little too much dribbling, nearly gets it poked away. Now up to Partinger trying to get the offensive set. Over to McAllister, short corner to Scherer. Scherer loves that short corner shot. He puts it in, lead back up to 12 with just over 4 minutes to play. Henderson off the right wing, looking to set up the Purples motion offense again. The Purples have had tremendous success whenever they have been running towards the basket. Now Henderson gets that one poked away. Here comes J.C. Roby back into the game for the Wildcats. for Case and Hemshire. Muhire back into the game for the Purples. Into Davis, left wing. Poked away, and the Wildcats got it. Here comes McAllister, tries to back tap. It does Johnson, but he no success there. Now McAllister's going to set it back up and send it to Partinger. Partinger dribbling on the left side, sends it over to Scherer at the top of the key. Scherer waiting on somebody to move. Sends it to Brewer. Brewer back over to Partinger. Partinger's going to look to drive here. Nice looking crossover, and he's going to, whoa, and he gets jumped on and landed on top of him, does Muhire. An awkward landing and play there. He was looking to pass. He was trying to tell the referee he was trying to get a shot up, and he tripped, but yeah, he, I don't think he was getting a shot up no matter what happened there. Muhire just, that looked like a WWE Uso splash on top of Ja'Kai Partinger. He would have got the 3 count there. McAllister inbounding from the Wildcats' own baseline. Has to pass it out way deep up top to Partinger. Partinger looking, hands it off to Scherer. Scherer looking for somebody underneath the basket. Dribbles it out top, catches his breath a little bit. Now he's going to try to drive. Pulls up the jumper. It's good. 14-point lead now for the Wildcats. 47-33 with just over 3 minutes to play. And Partinger's got a steal. Sends it up top to Roby. Roby's looking to drive a little bit. He's going to hand it back off to Partinger. Partinger's going to pull up a 3. It's no good off the mark. Muhire pushing for the Purples. Looking for Henderson. Henderson was not breaking towards the basket like anybody would have expected him to right there. And it is another turnover for the Purples. And here comes Jameer Brooks in for Brewer. I'd like to thank our season presenting sponsor, Pelican Snowball of Franklin. I would still like one of those right now. McAllister's going to try to get all the way to the basket, and he is slapped on the wrist as he's trying to go up. He had a nice breakaway lay-in, and he is fouled on the shot attempt. Now that foul is on number 14, Brown. That's his second. Timeout, Bowling Green. Bowling Green has an opportunity here to let this one get out of hand against the Franklin Simpson Wildcats. Yes, that is something I'm actually saying right now. Bowling Green, a down year, lost 98% of their scoring. If you're just joining me, this is, I think, the 3rd time I'm saying this, so apologies if you've heard me say it 3 times. But 2:47 left to play here in the 3rd. The Wildcats lead it 47-33. And the fouls are beginning to pile up on the Bowling Green Purples as they've got 4 now here in the 3rd quarter. I don't know.
Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
At least as of tonight, they don't look like the number 3, and we were picked to finish number 9. Well, you know what? I'm sure as Bowling Green, as they typically do, has a lot of talent out there on the floor. I'm also told that they have some of their additional players that are on the football team that were not here to play with them tonight. But, you know, I don't know what that can equate to. McAllister gets the first one to go. Lead expands to 15. Next one. Oh, rims out. So, lead stays at 15. 2:40 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Henderson sends it over to Brown. Brown back out to Henderson. Over on the left wing now to Davis. Davis looking deep. Oh, and he passes up an open short corner shot. And now here's the 3 from Brown off the front of the iron. It poked out back to Bowling Green. If there's been anything that you could say poorly against Franklin Simpson here tonight, is that they have not had a good defensive rebounding performance. And there goes Kirkwood down through the lane. Gets 2 to go, cut the lead to 13. Now here comes McAllister pushing just a little bit, and he's going to pull back. Back out to Roby. Roby around to Scherer, top of the key. Scherer looking for somebody to move in the middle of the paint to McAllister. McAllister over to Roby. The three is off the mark for Roby. Oh, and that one is poked away by Dennard before Henderson can corral it for Denning, pardon me. I don't know why I want to continue to call it Denning. My apologies to you, sir, Michael Denning, young man. I want to keep calling you Michael Dennard, but your last name is, in fact, Denning. Apologies. Denning gets another foul. That's going to be his third here on the evening. But you know what? I can appreciate the aggressiveness. Now here comes Brewer in for McAllister. Now here comes Hooper Stout. Man, what a name right there. Your name is Hooper, you better play basketball. Brooks pokes away the inbound pass attempt. Good defense there. On the Purples. Purples got a baseline in right now. Get it in to Henderson that time. Around to Davis. Davis over to Johnson. Johnson back out to Henderson up top as they try to get the offense set. There's looking like they're trying to work in some other players right now. Davis splashes the three out of the corner, and that back down to a 10-point lead. Now here's Partinger trying to get everybody to go on up as Bowling Green continues to stay in the full court single man press. They'll run a little bit of run and jump press, but not very often. Stout sends it back out to Partinger. Partinger is fouled by Johnson. 1:10 to play here in the third. Johnson's third foul now, and the 15th foul here in the third quarter. So Partinger is going to go to the line to shoot two. Partinger sets, sends it up, and in. Him shoot back into the game for the Wildcats. Partinger sets, sends the second free throw up and in. 50-38. Minute to play here in the third quarter as Henderson brings it across for the Purples. Guarded by Partinger. Partinger set. Gets around a screen off to Brooks, off the left side to Davis. Back out up top to Henderson. Works around a screen to the right. And Himshoot gets dribble pass, and Henderson throws it away. Picked off by Brewer. Brewer over to Partinger. Partinger ahead to Brooks. Brooks is going to slow it up a little bit, and he's going to hand it back to Partinger. He's going to let the offense get set. He's got 35 seconds before the fourth quarter. Partinger looking to shake and bake a little bit. Back out to Brewer. Looks like they're going to try and hold for the final shot here. Now out to Stout. Stout to Partinger. Partinger back to Brewer. Back to Partinger. Hanging out around half court. And that dead man's corner a little bit too much for my liking. Around the right side, around the right wing. It's back tapped. Now Himshoot's got it. And he's going to try to jump style up a little bit. Tight quarters pass, 7 seconds to play. Brooks has got it. He's going to try to put one up. 3 seconds. Partinger, the deep two, off the front of the rim. It was a three-point attempt as Coach D. Spencer is frantically telling Brooks, get to the basket, young man. Get to the basket. He had a lane there, but just needs to look a little bit more aggressive. I'm going to take a 30-second timeout for myself, get a drink of water, and we'll be right back with you to tip off the fourth quarter as your Wildcats have a 50-38 lead here at the home of the Purples, Bowling Green High School. We'll be right back with you on 92.3 WFK.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin Simpson High School's Wildcat basketball. We're here at the home of the Bowling Green Purples. My name's Cody Schuler. Thank you for joining us here tonight. The Wildcats currently have a 50-38 lead over the Purples heading into the start of the fourth quarter. Just 8 minutes separates head coach Dee Spencer from his first ever win against the Bowling Green Purples in 16 attempts. Kason Hemshoot set to inbounds it right now. He sends it into McAllister. McAllister just ahead of the half-court mark. Over to Brooks. Jameer Brooks dribbling around a little bit. Back to McAllister around the left wing. Into the corner to Partinger. Partinger sends it over into the other corner to Hemshoot. Half-driving baseline. Hemshoot looking for somebody to pass it to. Gives it to McAllister. McAllister driving a little bit into the middle of the lane to Scherer. And Scherer fouled immediately. Trying to say he was trying to put that up, but they are not going to give him the shot attempt. Into the corner to Scherer, now out of the baseline. Scherer looking for room. Nothing doing against Davis. Partinger at the top. Key sends it over to Scherer. Scherer nearly picks up that pivot foot. Back around to Partinger. Partinger, a runner from the foul line, banks it off the back glass and gets it to go in. 52-38 Wildcats. The Purples nearly throw it away, and that one is put up and in. A quick turnaround there by Kirkwood. Into Brooks. Brooks looking to dribble it up court. And now the little bit of run and jump is back from the Purples. Gets it across half court to Partinger. Partinger, a pull-up three. It's good. Count it. 55-40. Wildcats lead the Purples with 6:45 to play here in the fourth quarter. Into the deep corner goes Henderson. Back out up top to Johnson. Johnson guarded by Partinger. Now there's Muhar. Muhar tries to drive and poked away by Partinger. Nice work getting into the passing lane. Official timeout here. I think we're just making sure that that was in fact a three-point attempt there by Partinger. And it was. They have two three-point lines here as they do play college ball here from time to time at Bowling Green High School. Oh, wow, that's a, you know, for as much as Bowling Green has hounded Franklin Simpson while dribbling the basketball, that's a bit of a ticky-tack call there. I mean, yeah, you could call that a foul, absolutely. But as much as they have hounded Franklin Simpson dribblers, that's a nice gimme home cooking call if I've ever seen one. Now Henderson up top as Wildcats set up in a 2-3 zone. A little bit of a change here from our typical man-to-man, and it's thrown the Purples off, certainly. Free throw line into Davis, around to Kirkwood, back out to Henderson from the three on the left wing, and it's good. 55-43 after the Henderson three. Brooks has got it. He's going to look to dribble it up court against Henderson. Gets it across. Now he's going to hand it off to Partinger. Partinger guarded by Muhar. 12 versus 12 here. Partinger, the fadeaway is way off. Hemshoot trying to get in front of Kirkwood. Now Muhar nearly threw it away and gets it out to Johnson. Back out to Kirkwood from the top of the key. Pull up three is off the back iron. And nobody blocks out, and it goes off the irons there. And Muhar tries the putback attempt, but it is tipped around, and Franklin Simpson comes away with it. Now, here's Partinger. Throws it over to Scherer on the left wing. Scherer looking for room, guarded very tightly by Davis. That's a foul and not called, my word. Davis misses the dunk attempt off the back iron. When you need points, I highly advise against that. A little bit of an oop-de-doo there by, oh my goodness. You know what? You call that foul and you don't call the other one. You know what? We don't need to let them back into this one. You know, Stripes, I'm just saying, bud. They don't need any help. They're a very talented basketball team. We're trying to come away with a win here, 55-43, with your Wildcats on top with 4:48 to go in the fourth. Henderson brings it across. Still in the 2-3 zone. Stout back into the game for the Wildcats. Get into the meat of the court there. And it is back tapped away by Brooks. And Brooks sends it over to McAllister. McAllister up to Partinger, going to bring it across midcourt now. Guarded closely by Johnson. Partinger over to Brooks on the right wing. Sends it into Brewer. Brewer off the mark. Henderson's going to push. He's got numbers. 2-on-1. Henderson's going to put it up himself. Oh, bounces out. Rebounded by Davis. Davis gets it back up and in. McAllister into Partinger. Partinger is going to wave everybody off. Now here comes the double team. And into Brewer. Brewer's going to send her up to Stout. Stout's going to find Brooks, and Brooks has got it, and he is fouled from behind. 3:45 to go, 10-point game. You can tell that the intensity has certainly picked up out there, and I would appreciate a little bit of common courtesy of being called both ways as Brooks steps up to the line. Brooks, the lefty, sends it up and in. Scherer back into the game. Doyle, number 13, back into the game for the Purples. Big time free throws. Jameer Brooks, the left-hander, sets, shoots it. It's in. A little bit of a flat shot there. Not a whole lot of arc on that one, but gets it up and in. And Partinger given a little bit of additional press. Bowling Green works through it, no problem. Passing it around. Lots of motion. Corner three by Henderson. Henderson splashes it. Back to a 9-point lead with just over 3 minutes to play. Brooks is going to push. He's fouled on the layup attempt there by Doyle. Doyle's going to get at least his second foul of the game there. And Brooks is going to go back to the foul line. That's Doyle's third foul, as a matter of fact. I was missing one. 3:23 to go, 9-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats here at the home of the Purples. Brooks sets, shoots it. It's good. Leads back to 10. That was the third foul here of the fourth quarter for the Purples. Well, the third foul they've called anyways. Brooks sets, shoots it off the back iron. Rebounded by Davis. Davis pushes ahead to Johnson. Johnson, oh, he bobbles it. That's a walk if I've ever seen one. And thrown away off the hands of Doyle, trying to get it down low for the close shot attempt. 3:16 to play, remains a 10-point ball game. McAllister into Partinger. Bowling Green can't get their defense set. Oh, and Partinger is ripped by Davis in the backcourt. My goodness, Davis is going to bring it out. Now he's going to stop and pop for three, and it bounces up all over the top of the backboard. Man, what a break for Franklin Simpson right there. A little bit of lackadaisical dribbling up court there from Partinger. Oh, and then McAllister throws it away on the inbounds attempt. And then Johnson is fouled. My goodness. That's what happens sometimes when you get your emotions into it a little bit too much. I mean, you've got a 10-point lead with exactly 3 minutes to go. Off the front iron, I tell you what, I don't know how many free throws that Bowling Green has missed to this point, but this would probably at least be a tie game with all the free throws that they have missed. So important. Misses the second one. Wow. Rebounded by Partinger. Partinger's going to wave everybody off, and he is fouled by Davis. Going to be the fourth Bowling Green foul. I mean, just hounding him the whole way up the court there. Trying to run around him and pick it off. It's been a physical game here at Bowling Green. As here comes number 5, Anthony Davis. McAllister will inbounds it for the Wildcats. And he inexplicably throws it deep in towards the basket. I guess that was probably more of a coaching decision there, trying to hit Partinger on a roll to the basket, but poked away by Bowling Green. Into the short corner to Scherer. Scherer puts it up and off the mark. Surprisingly quick shot attempts for the Wildcats. I would imagine we'd be trying to run more of a motion style offense. Maybe there is no shot clock this year in high school basketball, but and that one's just thrown completely away by Davis. Picked off by McAllister. I mean, he threw it right at McAllister. McAllister sends it over to Partinger. Partinger's going to work it up the floor against Davis, number 1. So he's going to pass it off to Brooks. Brooks hands it off to Scherer. Scherer's going to stop for a deep 2 off the mark. Tries to put back attempt. Brewer comes away with it. Nicely pulls it out. Timeout Wildcats. A wise timeout there by head coach Dee Spencer. Needs to get that offense set with 2:10 to play. It's, as I was saying, with no shot clock, it's time to play a little bit of keep away if you're the Wildcats. I mean, you'd like to see them work 30 seconds off the clock at least before they get a shot attempt. Or make Bowling Green foul you, because they have 4 fouls, so just one more foul attempt before we're shooting 2 free throws at a time. With a 10-point ball game, anything can happen still, especially against a talented and athletic team like the Bowling Green Purples.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
And you follow the Franklin Simpson Wildcats at all from a season ago. Win the district tournament, played really well towards the end of the season, and then make it to the regional tournament, get a game at EA Diddle Arena, home of Western Kentucky University Hilltoppers. McAllister will inbounds it. Looking in the backcourt, gets it into Brooks, still in the front court. He's going to put down his dribble. And he's going to get a little bit of a bump there. They're going to call a foul on Kirkwood, I believe. I've been calling him Kirkwood all game long, and his name is not Kirkwood. But I can't understand what their announcer's saying, so my apologies. But here comes Jameer Brooks back to the foul line. 2:02 to play, 58-48. So he's getting set. The lefty sends it up and in to extend the lead one more. Fantastic facilities here at Bowling Green High School. As I've said a number of times throughout this broadcast, they were gracious hosts as well. Second one goes for Brooks. Lead goes to 12. 2 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Henderson over Kirkwood. Deep pass into the corner to Davis. Davis splashes a 3 to cut the lead to 9, 60-51 with 1:50 to play. I think that's the first deep shot attempt that I've seen from Davis, number 5, in this game, Anthony Davis. He's a tremendously athletic, talented player that we've seen for Bowling Green. He's going to do some damage this season, I can guarantee you that. But cuts that lead to 9, and it ain't over till it's over, especially against a team with such a high talent level like the Purples. They have obviously sped us up early in this fourth quarter a couple of times to cut into the lead. Back and forth a little bit. It's remained around 9, 10, 12 points at a time. We had a 12-point lead at the half, and they came out in the third quarter and really stepped up the pressure and cut that lead to 6, but they haven't been able to get it any closer than that against this Franklin Simpson team. They've done what is most important here down the stretch, and that's hit free throws, whereas Bowling Green has not hit their free throws pretty much all game long, and that would be the tale of this game, in my opinion, is Bowling Green not hitting free throws. They haven't really been, I wouldn't say careless with the basketball either, but they've had some timely, unfortunate turnovers on their part. McAllister inbounds it to Brooks. Brooks gets trapped in the backcourt, sends it to Brewer. Brewer's going to push it forward, and he's going to throw it way too late, looking for Scherer, and it's sent up, and a block attempt by Brooks. Brooks misses it, but Johnson gets the putback. The lead is cut to 7 now with 1:37 to play.
Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Brooks and McAllister take the floor for the Wildcats. So, on the baseline is the Wildcats. He's going to be able to move along the baseline. Most of them pretend like they're taking off, but they don't. Partinger comes back. He sends it into McAllister. McAllister needs to work it up, sends it in the middle to Scherer. Scherer sends it over to Partinger. Partinger, as I said, they're still a little bit sped up, trying to beat this press a bit, as they do very well that time. Brooks has got it and trying to dribble out of a bad situation. Brooks sends it over to McAllister. Now McAllister puts his dribble down and sends it over to Brewer. Brewer sends it down to the corner to Scherer. Scherer has it slapped away out of bounds now by the Purples. 1:07 to go. Now we're playing a little bit of keep away. Going to be a side out for the Wildcats. Going to be a timeout now by head coach Dee Spencer. So, a little bit of a full court zone press that time by the Purples. It's whenever they've ran it well, it's worked for them, except for that time, because obviously the Wildcats get it down the floor and dribble their way out of it. But that run and jump press has been effective at times for the Purples. Kind of reminiscent of what you would see from the 90s Nolan Richardson-led Arkansas Razorbacks, or the 90s Kentucky Wildcats in that run and jump press, as Nolan Richardson would coined the term 40 minutes of hell. And that's what it felt like for opposing offenses of times, facing that Arkansas Razorbacks defense. Now there's going to be an early foul call there on Davis, number 1 for the Purples. And Jameer Brooks is going to go right back to the foul line. So no time comes off the clock, and Brooks is going to go right to the foul line, which totally fine with, as he's going to get 2 free throws. He shot it pretty well from the free throw line. The lefty has stepped up and knocked him through. Gets the first one to go. Lead goes to 8. Here comes Johnson. In for Muhire, the Purples. That right there is one player. If the Purples are going to have any success this season, they're going to have to get that senior going. And Brooks gets the second one to go. Lead goes back to 9. Right at a minute to play here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats leading this one. Into the corner for Johnson. Johnson, rolls around, in and out. I don't know. He had a better look at it than me. Going to remain tapped out of bounds with the Purples. 55 seconds to play. Into the corner to Davis, around to Henderson. Henderson looking for play to develop. Johnson off the mark. Taps back out. Davis takes a quick three. Tap back around the offensive rebound, goes to Henderson. Henderson's taking way too much time. They got to put shots up here. Henderson deep three off the mark. Tries the rebound there by Brewer. Pulled in by McAllister. Up to Scherer. Scherer is going to pause, and he's going to get fouled by Henderson with 27 seconds left to play in a 9-point lead. Henderson's second. Now Scherer's going to shoot 2. Up. Hits the front iron, rolls around and out. Three dribbles. Checks it out, puts it up, and splashes it. So back up to a 10-point lead, 25 seconds to play. Bowling Green pushing ahead. Henderson looking for room. Deep three off the left wing, front iron. Davis gets the offensive rebound and fouled on the putback attempt by Partinger. Partinger taps his chest. Let Davis get a little inside of him there to be able to root him around. Davis puts it up and in. 14.7 seconds left to play here at Bowling Green High School, just shy of the 9 o'clock hour, listening to 92.3 WFKN station identification. Second one is off, rebounded by Scherer. Over to Partinger. Partinger's looking for room to dribble out of this one, and he's going to have to pass it ahead or else he's going to end up with a 10-second violation, and he's going to have it poked away, and Bowling Green's got it. Putback attempt is off, and that's the ball game. Franklin Simpson wins this one 63-54. A big-time region win for your Franklin Simpson Wildcats. A tremendous effort for the Wildcats after the slow start to put up 63 points against a very talented Bowling Green Purple team. This one is going to raise some eyebrows, folks, and because now your Franklin Simpson Wildcats are sitting at 2-0 on the season after wins against Allen County Scottsville Patriots 57-53, and then they turn around on a back-to-back night, I'm sure on some tired legs, and win this one 63-54 at the home of the Purples. Ja'Kai Partinger led the way, and Jameer Brooks, I mean, talk about clutch free throw shooting there in the second half. Wow, thank you all so much for joining us. Cole Scherer sunk a couple of free throws, and Brody McAllister, the kicker, I mean, he played tremendously for your Wildcats. Pretty much everything we talked about there in that pregame came to fruition, and it was a phenomenal night for your Franklin Simpson Wildcats. Win this one at the home of the Purples, 63-54. Thank you to my producer back in studio, Miss Kendra Holt. Excited to have you back with me. And thank you to Franklin Simpson Channel 9 for streaming this one tonight. And thank you to all of our listeners out there on 92.3 for tuning in your radio dials. Coach D. Spencer over there getting all kinds of daps right now, as that was his first win in 16 attempts against the Bowling Green Purples. Make no bones about it, this is a good win for your Franklin Simpson Wildcats and gives a lot of hope moving in forward on the season. We'll be back with you, I believe, on the coming Monday for this next game. We'll be with your boys again as they're going to be at home against Warren East. Warren East has always got some tough games, and then we'll be right back with you on Tuesday night for your Franklin Simpson girls broadcast debut as they will take on Edmondson County at home next Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to being with you guys. Thank you for joining me. My name's Cody Schuler. We appreciate you for joining us on a Wildcat win, 63-54. I'll see you soon, and be kind to each other.